On Sunday, May 3rd, just after 11 p.m., there was a horrific crash here at the intersection of 9th Street and Southern Avenue Southeast. Firefighters responding to the scene found a red Audi in the woods.
We had a vehicle overturned on fire in the woods. What handle was that? If they need ALS, send them another paramedic engine company.
According to a court affidavit, a federal task force working in Southeast stopped the driver for speeding and changing lanes without caution. The affidavit says the driver, identified as Blake Washington, suddenly accelerated around the agents and took off at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour. The affidavit says federal agents entered their vehicles and began to pursue the vehicle southbound on Southern Avenue. Shortly after the pursuit began, police say Washington hit a car with a man and woman inside. The court affidavit says the man was knocked unconscious, and doctors say he had a 50% chance of walking again. On Friday, News 4 asked D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser what she knew about the pursuit.
Here's the thing with car chases. People get hurt, and it's not always the bad guys. And nobody should be speeding for minor crimes in the city.
D.C. police confirmed a D.C. police officer was a passenger in the vehicle that initiated the pursuit.
There is an MPD officer being investigated for any role that he or she may have played in a pursuit.
For the last several weeks, News 4 has documented through federal court records a number of pursuits begun by officers with the U.S. Park Police, including one chase over a stolen tag that began in Northeast D.C. and ended in Capitol Heights, Maryland. On March 12th, U.S. Park Police say officers spotted a stolen car on Haynes Point and began a pursuit. This video, recorded by Dave Statter, shows the pursuit, where police say a tire deflation device was deployed, but the car continued at a high rate of speed before crashing into a tree near the Tidal Basin. 18-year-old Josue Chavez was killed, and 2 passengers were injured. Prior to last August, when President Trump declared a crime emergency here in the district, U.S. Park Police officers were only allowed to pursue a suspect if a violent felony had taken place or that suspect was known to be in possession of a firearm. We wanted to talk to the U.S. Park Police chief about the new policy, but our requests were denied. That new policy, it was put in place last August at the beginning of the federal surge. The change, as it was described by Interior Secretary Doug Burgum, drew laughter in a White House cabinet meeting.
I was shocked to find out when we were talking to them, like, oh, you pull somebody over and they just drive away and you can't pursue them? I mean, like, and they said, no, we can't. They said, all rules. We got that rule changed in 24 hours because of President Trump's leadership. The next night, they had so much fun. They pulled people over. They started to take off. They chased them. They stopped them.
According to the general orders published on the U.S. Park Police website, U.S. Park Police may initiate vehicular pursuits when 1, the suspect is wanted for or suspected of committing a felony offense, or 2, a threat exists to the public based on the suspect's actions. News 4 has so far been unable to reach family members of the teen killed on Haynes Point. In the district, Paul Wagner, News 4.
News 4 was able to reach the passenger in the car hit by the fleeing driver on Southern Avenue, but she declined to comment or put us in touch with the driver who was paralyzed in that crash. We also reached out to the U.S. Marshal Service for a statement on behalf of the President's Safe and Beautiful Task Force in D.C. The agency declined to comment.